Hey guys, this is Count LF with a new announcement for MOCTalks. So, I decided now that the Great Furnace has no monetization, why not start doing stuff on it and actually get this ball rolling? Or, at least for now, do some things. I've fallen off freaking MOCTalks ever since, what, it's gotta been almost a year, maybe not a year and a half, but it's 2016, late 2016, it was like 1 month. So yeah, it's approaching on 2 years. In a few months, it'll be 2 years since I started doing these. Uh, and I have done them very inconsistently since. I had a big wave in about July, and that's because I don't have tons of mocks that I still have around. I have a lot of sets that I've recollected, and some of them, a good chunk of them, are built. And I still do have a lot of mocks, but the thing is, a lot of my mocks throughout my history of YouTube stuff have been taken apart and redone. And a lot of the mocks that I have to this day, because I am more of the type to keep a lot of my mocks around for as long as possible until I feel I can't use them or do anything interesting with them anymore. Um, and a lot of the ones that just kind of sit around for a long time, they just continue to sit around. So since I haven't made as many new recent mocks, part of the reason is because I don't have as much inspiration, and because a lot of the pieces are being used on tons of mocks that I do have built, and a good chunk of those mocks I've already talked about on MOCTalks. So, to make a long story short and to end that tangent, I'm going to try doing some more again, and I thought about just reviewing a bunch and just start putting them out. But I kind of want to see if I can drive engagement a little bit up again, and I think it would be more fun to do what I did before, and that is to, again, with the engagement thing, get your thoughts on which ones to do first. So, I decided here's a bunch I haven't done before, I don't think. If I made a mistake here, please feel free to let me know in the comments. I know I've done Jube before, but I've not done him in his Donald Jube Trump attire, so I thought maybe I could talk a little bit more about the presidential video process for that. I would do Maku and Huki together to talk a little bit more about that video's backstory. This guy connects a lot back to my mock pages stuff, as he was in the Valentine's Day special, so I talk about that. These two were from streams and also had some things, so I could talk briefly about those two. These guys were going to be in Mata, these two Lima Torin. This guy roots way back to stuff almost pre-mock pages, so there's some stuff, kind of, from what I remember. There's some things with that little gray dude. And then this bird's also from the stream. And then this guy, he's not been in videos consistently, but he is a mock I have, and he's basically my only Rahim mock that I have around, which is kind of neat. I like him. He's cool. But yeah, and then this guy was mailed to me, so I would get into that. So that's basically all here. There's other ones, of course, but these are ones that are actually, I know, are ripe for some talk. So I figure, why not throw these guys out and get you to vote on them if you want. So yeah, I'm going to try and maybe, instead of doing my one every day, because that's part of the reason why I wore through my mocks so quickly, because I was doing basically 5 a week, and the 40-ish mocks that are my most popular mocks, well, not most popular, most used mocks that I actually do things with, and I have lots to talk about with them, I got those out of the way pretty quickly. And now these guys have had some history, or some unreleased history, or stuff. You know, there's things to talk about. And for those who didn't watch the original wave of MOCTalks, I basically don't review them. I just talk about my history with them, why I built them, and anything interesting along the way. Maybe touch on a couple things with the build, but very little about the mock itself, more about why I built it. So yeah, okay, that's basically it. That's all there is to say here. Other suggestions are welcome. I will eventually, maybe, probably not, I don't know. I'll probably get to that giant Makuta that I never did a mock talk of, and I promised I would eventually. But for now, I'm not putting him on the table. Please, have at it. Any of these guys. Give me your suggestions. Love you. Bye.